compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
More than 40 years ago, the Oscar Robertson rule ushered in the new era of free agency in the NBA. In the last decade, players have taken personal agency. They've pulled up stakes and forced trades in search of an ideal environment. Now, sometimes for teams on the losing end of that, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But this is the new reality of the NBA. Kevin?
It is indeed, DA. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sabonis.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Shaq Diallo. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Now, here's Warren. 6 on the shot clock. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. Here's Bridges. The shot will not fall. And here's Warren for 3. Good on the triple.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
Now here's Rubio. Passes to Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Players are sure racking up a lot of miles, Clark. A lot of games, a lot of flights, a lot of late nights, early mornings. But in some ways, it must be easier these days than it was, say, 20 years ago when you were playing.
It's easier now than it was when I played. I mean, we had commercial flights and 6 a.m. flights. These guys now actually have charter services. Heck, I often think that the guys before me had it much worse than I did. So it's all relative. But clearly, it's hard, it's demanding, but they also have the very best of care in getting to and from the cities across the league.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's 2nd year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now, that is some real industrial-sized strength right there.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Phoenix. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Shoots the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And the Pacers ended up with a pretty decent deal given George's public demands.
Yeah, I agree, because it was a tough situation for the Pacers once it became clear Paul George was not going to re-sign. The Pacers happy with Oladipo and Sabonis, actually thrilled, but at the same time, you look at OKC and Paul George putting up MVP numbers, makes you wonder what could have happened had he stayed.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Rubio outside. Kicks it to Bridges. Now Ayton. He had 28 points in the win against San Antonio. It's hauled in by Warren.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Brogdon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
He misses the free throw.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
He hits the second from the line. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Booker in the corner. Out to the wing. Ayton kicks to Booker. 4 on the clock. Over Oladipo. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Goes back up. Here's Warren. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists tonight. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 6. This their first chance. That was terrific.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio with great vision and no hesitation on the delivery.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. And here is Brogdon. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Warren against Bridges. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Portland, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now, Phoenix, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Now here's Booker. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio, and he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Spurs. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. A floater. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by Sabonis.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
Rubio with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Ayton. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Oladipo. Up top, Brogdon. Covered by Rubio. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Nailed from three-point land.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Rubio. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pacers leading by 7. The pass to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. A new 14 for Indiana. Warren, good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pacers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game.
Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. So for the Suns, Sharch comes in for Shaq Diallo. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Warren. Great D that time from Oubre.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now, here's Warren. Devin Booker missing his last shot. 2 points. That one goes. Warren's got 11.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Ayton. Over Sabonis. And that one's good, Ayton. 6 points for him. And here is Brogdon. He really had an off game against the Jazz. Never got into a rhythm. Oladipo outside. Takes a 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Suns trail by 10. Now here's Rubio. Oubre outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Some changes for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Miles Turner, and it's Lamb in there for Warren. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Brogdon. On the wing, Booker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Booker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. Pass to Oladipo. That one's not going to go. The Suns go the other way with it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Suns have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Oubre passes to Booker. A beautiful reverse layup. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Lamb. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Pacers leading by 3. Here's Brogdon, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That free throw good from Brogdon. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in.
Looking at the numbers here for Oladipo, he's one of the standouts over the last month. 14th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Lamb after the Suns pick up 2. Passes it to Leaf. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Pacers. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And seeing where Indiana is, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
For Phoenix, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
And Phoenix has possession following the score by Indiana. Kaminsky dishes to Oubre. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Baines. Not going to go that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Oubre can't get it to go.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Offensive rebound. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by McConnell. Jerome passes to Booker. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Good D by Holiday. On the wing, Lamb puts up a 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Holiday with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A floater. Baines with the block. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Jerome. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Indiana out in front. They lead by 2. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
The Suns trailer. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, Kaminsky out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
There's the steal. Back to Bridges. There's the pass to Oubre. Suns moving the ball around. Holiday against Bridges. Kaminsky kicks to Oubre. Phoenix no good that time either. The Pacers shooting 43% from the field. McConnell scanning the floor. Outside, Lamb. Leaf passes to Lamb. Beyond the arc. Another shot. Here's Leaf. Defended by Bridges. Shot's good by Leaf.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Kicks it to Baines. Here's Oubre, and it's blocked. And they're running. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Here's McDermott. Holiday finds McDermott. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Leafs got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's good on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bridges against Holiday. Bridges kicks to Oubre from 12 feet out. Kaminsky can't get the tip in. Indiana leading by 4. Oubre with the steal. And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Nice job by Kaminsky to get out in transition. Love seeing the big fella run like that.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. McConnell passes to Leaf. Oubre against Lamb. Over Oubre. Indiana again missing.
And what a struggle it has been, yet to convert a single shot from the field.
From the low block, and Bridges finishes it off. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Suns. So timeout call here, the first for Indiana. Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a
Something,
joy
isn't he? Wow.
to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. The Pacers making a change here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Leaf. Miles Turner comes in for Doug McDermott. Warren's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Rubio against Brogdon. Here's Diallo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 3 to shoot. Saric, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Brogdon. 8 points for him. High arcing shot, and the shot by Warren no good. Out to the right wing. Holiday against Bridges. There's the triple. The shot by Saric, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Holiday. Rebound by the Suns.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Brogdon against Rubio. Brogdon the pass to Turner. There's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Knocked loose. Stolen by Brogdon. On the wing, Holiday. Indiana moving it around. Warren on the wing. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. 5 to shoot. For 3, Brogdon. Bridges with the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Saric. Tries again. And Rubio with the lay-in. Rubio's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
Pass to Warren. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Bridges. From 17 feet out. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ogden against Rubio. Saric outside. Back to Rubio. The 3. Good D by Brogdon. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Stolen by Rubio. Pass to Ayton. And here's the fast break. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pacers trail by 4. Brogdon kicks to Turner. And the pass to Warren. Back to Turner. 6 to shoot. Outside Warren. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Warren's got 14 points for the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Rubio against Brogdon. Rubio the pass to Bridges. He's looking for Diallo and finds him. Shoots over Turner, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. And here is Warren. He's got 14. Turner trying to free himself up. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Here's Bridges, and he converts the layup. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pacers trail by 3. Holiday the pass to Turner. Here's Brogdon. Back to Turner. Pass to Brogdon. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Now, here's Brogdon. 8 points for him. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And Indiana with the change here, too. Oladipo's checked in. Right side, Turner. Pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Over Booker. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo getting it going right now. I love seeing it. Devastating from this area on the court.
Now, here's Rubio. Here's Saric. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Now Brogdon. After the missed 3 from Dario Saric. Here's Warren on the money from 12 feet away. Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Let's go. And it's Ayton missing.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Oladipo for three. They grab their own miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Jerome passes to Ayton, and the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got 10 points.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
And Brogdon, here we go. No good on that one. Suns leading by 3. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Brogdon outside. Dishes to Turner. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Šarić. He kicks to Kaminsky, the 15-footer, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
To end the run, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Yeah, you see DeAndre Ayton coming into his own, Ernie. Still very young, even though he doesn't look it. But all the talent is there, especially on the offensive end.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What can you say? T.J. Warren, a very impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Suns leading by 9. On the court right now for the Pacers. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. No good from Booker. Booker's gone 4 of 10 here, has 6 misses. It's Brogdon on the wing, covered by Rubio. Bridges against Warren. Shot clock at 5. Over Diallo. And the shot by Warren, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Diallo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Suns have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And so here is Indiana, trailing by 10. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Oladipo taking his time here. Passes it to Warren. Lets it go from the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Diallo. In time, he gets the jumper to fall. Diallo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sabonis. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's Brogdon. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Warren. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pacers trail by 12. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Brogdon outside. Back to Turner. From deep. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Brogdon comes over to help. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Phoenix leading by 12. Ayton kicks to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Warren. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
The first one falls. And the Suns making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good from Booker.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Brogdon against Rubio. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Outside Turner. 6 to shoot. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Indiana again missing. Suns leading by 14. Here's Rubio. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 6 points for Ricky Rubio.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Sabonis after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Brogdon the pass to Lamb. Lets it go from 11, and that one good. Lamb's got his first 2 points of the night.
Reading these screen and rolls well. Lamb sizes up the defense and makes the correct move.
And Brogdon comes over to help. Sabonis with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb has come into his own the last few years.
Pacers trail by 16. Poked loose. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Here's Oubre. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
And he can't get the first one. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Leaf checked in for the Pacers. Aaron Holiday comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Good on the second free throw. For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Turner comes with the double team. Here's Oubre with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Diallo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Oladipo, good.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
Holiday against Rubio. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Suns, #1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 6. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Devin Booker. 10th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Suns leading by 18. Lobbed up there for Booker.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Kicks to Turner. The dish to Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Lamb's got 4 points in the quarter.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
Pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Indiana. Leafs got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The kick out to Oladipo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Turner.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Baines. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Pacers trail by 21. Now McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. One-on-one here. Here's Jerome. He gets it in there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's McConnell. Following the score by Phoenix. They get a hand on it. Here's Baines. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here are the Pacers now after the Suns pick up 2. They get the rebound. Leaf and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leaf. Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. Saric comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Indiana with a change here too. McDermott's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's foul number 2 for him. Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. Indiana's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. McConnell passes to Turner. He kicks it to Lamb. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to McDermott. Here's Leaf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. With the shot. Indiana again missing. Well, Phoenix shooting it beautifully here in the 3rd. 56% from the field. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul. And here's Booker from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Inside, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
Mark, you were talking about the unicorns. Miles Turner in that category as a shot blocker who can space the floor. I don't think he's got a ceiling. What about you?
I think his ceiling is really high, Kevin. He's still young, which always bodes well for somebody with his work ethic and skill set. I think he can be an all-star player. Franchise player, those are few and far between. I'm not sure if he can get to that level, but all-star certainly within his reach. Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Now here is Carter. He's covered by McConnell. Over to the left wing. Kaminsky dishes to Bridges. Another three for Phoenix. And you look at the job description for an elite defensive big man. Nowadays, it's not enough to just protect the rim.
No, you've got to be able to move your feet and also defend on the perimeter as well. And that's where Turner's quick feet have helped him. He's able to guard smaller players and recover to the lane, and that's a nice combination.
Now here is Carter after T.J. Warren's miss.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. McDermott can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Bridges kicks to Baines. Back to Bridges. It's stolen by Lamb. Indiana's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Outside Warren. Now the pass to Lamb. And he drops it in from the low post. Lamb's got 6.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
Pass to Bridges. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Saric. And the Suns miss again. The Pacers shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Lamb finds Warren. Back to Lamb. Clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lamb against Bridges. Here's Kaminsky. Rebounded by McDermott. Outside Lamb. And the wide open shot from Warren. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. Here's Baines. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Hey, offensively, okay, let's make sure we get into something. All right, we're just playing again. We don't have our spacing. All right, know who we have out there. All right, and take advantage of it. Come on, come on.
You can tell by his voice there, GA, the offense looking uncharacteristic to him.
The spacing and ball movement is important, and right now, the coach just wants them to be sharper.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Ricky Rubio. Frank Kaminsky is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Saric, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
6 to shoot. Rubio. That one off the back iron and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Warren. No good there. Some solid defense from Saric. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brogdon. It's deflected.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Back to Bridges. Over McConnell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
And the Pacers call time here.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
For Indiana, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. McDermott passes to Warren. Over Saric. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside, Sabonis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis. Clark, you always say you can't run away from the DNA. Well, Sabonis, the son of the Lithuanian legend Arvydas Sabonis.
Kevin, I'm glad you've been paying attention to me over the years. You're right, though. That DNA stays with you. And the younger Sabonis has done his dad very proud. He's 6'11" to his dad, 7'3", but he's displayed the same kind of combination of strength and skill that his dad possessed.
Now, here's Rubio. To the paint, stolen away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Holiday. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Holiday looking over the floor. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have, and then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Here's Jerome. The Pacers making the shot. Rubio with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Suns leading by 22. Here's Jerome. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Now here is Holiday. Holiday with it. Just 5 to shoot. Sampson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Johnson, the pass to Bolden. To the middle. And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. The shot by Holiday, no good. Johnson against Holiday. Johnson can't hit. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Goes up and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
Now here's Rubio. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt. About a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game, and it's great for the fans in those countries.
That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I like the way Kaminsky takes advantage of using the angles now. He plays smart inside.
Brogdon outside. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Oubre. Shoots over Warren. Oubre can't get it to go.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here's Rubio. Booker the pass to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Diallo. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Pacers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Down low. Passes it to Sabonis. Brogdon with it. This one for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Rubio finds Kaminsky with the fadeaway. Oh, offensive interference. And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Leaf. Pacers trail by 19. Poked away. Stolen by Rubio. And the layup is good.
All right, you know, we talk about making plays. Rubio would rather not take the shot from distance, so he does the smart thing. Drives it right in.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Rubio against Brogdon. Yep, it counts.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Phoenix leading by 19 points. Now, here's Rubio. Oubre outside. Here's Diallo. Back to Oubre. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Warren. Oubre can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 19. Outside Warren. He dishes it to Turner. Kicks it to Oladipo. The pass to Warren. And here is Brogdon, covered by Oubre. With some arc. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
To the inside, Ayton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Suns leading by 20. The drive by Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Are there any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Oladipo, good.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
Rubio against Brogdon. Rubio the pass to Bridges. Now Diallo. To the middle. Here's Booker. Good. Nice job down low. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup. A 1-0 record against the Pacers.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And Sabonis drops them both. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now here is Holiday. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Carter. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.